right, welcome back to Enterprise Vibe Code. Yesterday we were working on Steve Yiggy Gastown, and I kind of went crazy. I made kind of spun up a convoy for every little thing that I could possibly think of, and whatever. Which then in turn spun up a PR, and I was like, fuck, I don't want to like close it, but I also don't want to like merge it right now. So I labeled all these do not merge until like I could properly, I don't know, address all of them. Because I don't know, I felt bad like not giving I don't think I went through like the whole like I didn't do the whole planning, multiple agent planning, implementation, review. Like I didn't do that whole process, that whole like I think Steve Yaggy calls it a molecule or formula for his stuff. And yeah, so anyways, so I made a bunch of probably crap yesterday, and basically I think I've gotten one upped by the dashboard stuff, which is fine. Like there's a dude who like actually knows how to do web UI here, and we're gonna try that out. So he has this whole like really nice interface for Gastown, and let's pull that down. Where am I here? Okay. Cool. Okay, let's use this web UI. Pull down this branch and run it locally. And it looks like this dude is trying to, like, you can actually like click around and do all the actions. You can sling, you can add, list, add, view rigs, create, manage work items, speeds. So basically the only reason I want a UI is because I want to know why things get stuck. It's really time expensive, not like token expensive. Time expensive to like kick off something and then like forget about it and then come back whatever half hour later, be like, oh shit, I had that thing and it was stuck on something. It was stuck on like it didn't hit enter, right? And that's super frustrating. So hopefully this dude's now running at localhost based on HTML. Oh, that's not this dude's thing. Oh, and the Claude. Yeah, I was like kind of planning with Claude, hey, how do we figure this out? Like how do we like think through the states of Gastown? Maybe it's not loaded yet. Quick check of, we're just starting the session, so 1% used, but 54% used for the week. This is the $200 a month program. So yeah, it's kind of scary how many tokens this can use up. Oh yeah, we're going to be drinking cold brew, Kirkland cold brew. And this is my cat, Goose. You might be able to pick up the furs on the mic there. Okay, why isn't this dashboard loading? Localhost 555. Oh. Please run the web GUI. Hey, what's up, chat? Read the PR and see that how localhost 5555 is being used. But yeah, like if this dashboard works, I am super happy, and I am not a front end developer, so if this dude like can, yeah, web dev lead, web 3 dev lead, this dude's probably, yeah, lead hacksaw. Wait, he contributed to Anthropic? I may commit to beads too. There's a Node.js Express, not the Go dashboard. Yeah. Yeah, somebody who actually knows web dev is came along and made us a nice front end. So I am infinitely grateful for this. So let's hopefully Claude will figure this out. Hey, chat, where are we tuning in from today? Awesome. Oh, this is so sick. Wizard guide through for your first workflow. Rigs configured. Huh. Oh, no rigs configured. I thought... Yeah, I thought I was working in Gastown. Maybe, I don't know, maybe that's why. Oh, we're working on Gastown. Or that maybe I want to, I don't know. Let's see if it, please enter project name. I did. Well, I think I'm in a weird state because, all right, let's do Roxas. This is like my project. Oh, all right. Found a bug. Let's see. Where do I find that at? Guess Oh no. Sorry, guys. I think I sneezed once and then I didn't turn it back. But anyways, you guys didn't miss much, but basically, I'm not sure how much you heard or whatever. I was working on a dashboard yesterday, but I'm not a web dev, so it sucked. This guy overnight, yeah, 8 hours ago, has this PR for this really nice dashboard that I'm running here, and yeah, I think my local gas town installation is all messed up. Because it says, like, it doesn't see the rig. Oh, okay, cool, nice. It shows activity here, and then it says fix CI for PR 202 test coverage. Awesome. Convoys. It shows all these convoys. Work. Agents. Rigs. All right, now okay. You guys hear that? Like that's my neck just cracked. I adjust. I can push my head up. I don't know. Got a nice pop. I think it's kind of confused. Pushing CI fix. Okay, cool. Cool. All right. Witness. Refinery. Mayor. Yeah, pull requests across all connected repositories. Nice. Oh. Formulas. Ooh, all right. A nice little walkthrough. Let's see. All right, so we're still working on that code coverage, CI failure, which is definitely like the anything binary stuff or like things that like building, testing, CI/CD stuff. That's more my speed. Definitely not like front end web dev. Pre-existing, so unchecked error from file. Let me fix it. Okay, cool, great. All right. Mayor, global coordinator, deacon, health monitor, polecat, ephemeral workers, per rig coordinator, witness, refinery. This is actually a nice like little overview. Oh, do you guys see that? Oh, no, you can't. Okay. It sucks because like if let's see. What happens if I go full screen? Okay, this is stop this guy. Chromium. Okay, you can see that a little bit better, right? So I don't know. I need to fix this. I need to figure out my OBS stuff to not be so cramped. Because testing go feels like abstraction a rabbit hole to me. Anything go. Yeah, right. Well, I mean, agents, I think agents can handle it. Like that's the weird thing is that it's understandable enough. Like it's like Steve Yagi was talking about how it's boring. It's a boring language, so agents can handle it really well. And like he built beads out of Go. He's built Gastown out of Go. I've been finding success with Golang projects, so yeah, I don't know. It seems that things that are, I don't know, strongly typed may be easier for agents to use, just because it's like, I don't know, they fit together like Lego bricks almost, like the compiler kind of like checks itself. I don't know. I'm just kind of giving hand wavy things here. Oh, interesting. Yeah. I don't know. This is just a theory. Like I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm just a guy on the internet. You may know more than me. I don't know. That's just the feeling I get. That if there's more rules, if there's more constraints, agents do better, right? That's kind of my whole thing with this enterprise vibe code is that we need to like set agents on rails and we need to guide them towards a direction. So if we can guide them with the language, and the language kind of provides these guardrails kind of built in, it won't get as confused. Vibe monkey slopping. Oh, we have a hater in here. Nice. Well, who knows? Like this dude may have vibe coded this. Like this is a pretty good interface that we're checking out here from our friend on the internet. And he wrote 30,000 lines of code in I don't know, 5 possible days. So, and oh shit, he changed these formulas. Nice. Cool. So, yeah, no, these vibe coding is fun. I don't know why you're here. If you're if you're watching and hating, but thank you for the engagement. I appreciate it. Okay, cool. So Polecat Sling Tab, expose the gas number fully set up, registered. Okay, still needs beats initialization. Okay, I think I'm just gonna go back to my. So what happened yesterday? I was like ambitious. I was like, oh, let me make a Gastown tutorial, and I kind of made a separate, like a second installation of Gastown, and I kind of like screwed myself, and that was like not the right thing to do. So I think I'm going to like backtrack and I did a bunch of work on this second instance of Gastown. But I think I'll just go back to my old one. Once this is good. Okay, all the checks, but it's not like this should be posting to, oh, is it you rewatch your work? Oh, awesome. Thank you. No, I appreciate you watching it. It's helpful to know that people get something out of these. I think, yeah, like for me, I remember when I was a junior engineer, like watching the seniors work, that kind of gave you an idea of what's possible. And like I remember being super impressed. This guy I worked with, he was just like a freaking cracked engineer, and he just zipped around on his machine like super fast, and like I was watching him do something. I was like, oh wow, that's like, but that came after years and years of practice, right? Like that, and what kind of like opened my eyes was like, oh, this guy wrote the entire code base. Like he's a senior because he wrote the thing. Like he's a senior, like, which he got experience through writing the whole code base, right? So of course he knew everything about it. So if you're a junior, it's not necessarily because you're you need more experience. You just need to do the thing more often for a longer time. But you also just like, I could be like, I'm a junior at this, this Gastown thing, right? Like, and I'm a junior at web development. Like we have like different skill levels for all these different aspects. Like this dude like beat my ass in this making a dashboard for Gastown, right? Like this is freaking beautiful, and I'm not gonna complain. Watching someone think through a challenge opens someone to new possibilities and directions to think how to think. Vibe coding helps us non-engineers think about things. Oh yeah, exactly. Yep. So yeah, definitely. It's in that's the level of abstraction that we're at with vibe coding. Is it's all like English, and we don't have to think about like syntax too much. It's all like, all right, I want thing A to do thing B and affect thing C or something like that. Like inputs, transformation, output. Like that is vibe coding. And has always been engineering in general. So that's why I'm like super kind of bullish on vibe coding, is because it's the way how things have always been. It's just people are complaining, or people whose identity is rooted in being the smartest boy and knowing everything about all the little intricacies of the language, having like good memory of the language and like memorizing the syntax and like knowing how things work or whatever. It's like, well, that part of your job is now like obsoleted, right? Like that, like now it's the emphasis is more on yeah, like you were saying, thinking about thinking, problem solving. That's the only like valuable thing. So see that Gastown UI bigger frame? Yeah, so it's going to be boring for like 2 minutes while I futz around with OBS settings. So yeah, bear with me. Ask me questions as I do this. So we're here, Chromium. And then, let's see. Why is it? Oh, the App Store. Oh, let's see. Chrome, Gastown multi-agent orchestrator. Is this it? Okay. You can only see complaints so far with Gastown. Seems like context users is bottleneck. Oh yeah. Oh boy. That's not necessarily complaint. I mean, yes, I had to upgrade to the expensive. Oh, now you can't see that part. Sorry. Maybe this is. You can see. Let me see this. Yeah. So this is the fancy, expensive $200 a month Claude, and we're 55% usage for this week. And I've been through it's crazy. Yeah, resets on Saturday, and we're on Tuesday. I don't use this like for my full-time job or whatever, but it's going to be interesting to try to use that at my job with like they have even like more stricter limits. So biggest complaint, I mean, has been solved basically by this this GUI, because you would use Gastown and you would like sling work, but then you would like lose track of it, and 30 minutes or an hour later you'd be like, oh shit, what happened to that thing? And then you would have to go and find it, and I don't know, it's extra overhead. So I just want like a dashboard, which this dude built a beautiful one, and has this nice like little convoys equals batches. Yeah. Let me see if I can pull my camera up here. Oh, actually, I need to lower this. There. Okay, cool. Parallelization paralysis. Just more like, oh, sorry, let me scooch this over here. It's more like the workers are, so it's like a distributed systems problem. Let me flip myself around here 1 second. Flip horizontal. Okay, cool. So the Steve Yegi talks about the like Gastown being a distributed system, or like a Kubernetes, and it's a distributed systems problem to like have unreliable components to a system, right? So you throw some work out, and if you like never hear back from it, you need a signal somehow, right? So this this GUI for humans at least is more usable than like command line tools for us to like periodically ping, hey, is this still working or not? So convoys equals, so this is a nice little tutorial. Convoys equals batches. Agents communicate via mail. I think this is a super key innovation here. Like inter agent communication, keyboard shortcuts. Oh dang! But yeah, I feel like this GUI. I mean, it's nice that you can like click around and like do the stuff within the GUI. But I don't know. I've started using WhisperFlow here, and you can just talk. Oh, because I turned off the scene switcher here. Yeah, I've been using WhisperFlow over here, and you can just like press the button and just talk, and you can just type whatever. Like, do you write a prompt for each agent or one master prompt that supervisor breaks up? Yeah, so it depends. Like yesterday, I was doing like a bunch of like little bugs, trying to make like I don't know, add code coverage PR comment to GitHub Action. So that wasn't like a massive one, and I was like, hey, just sling it to a convoy or whatever. And they're like, for massive like features, yeah, you would like write up a bunch of like talk into the terminal for a decently long time and be like, all right, I want to do X, Y, and Z, and have like be really detailed. But for like little things, you can just be like kind of vague and be like, all right, just do this thing, just fix this thing. So there's like different like levels of effort that you can put in, right? Like just like in regular work, right? Just like in regular software development, it's like if there's just a small bug, you don't need to describe it too much past like, hey, we get this error message when this thing happens. Versus like, oh, I want to add this new feature. I want it to work like this. I need XYZ inputs to whatever output a certain way. Like, you want to be much more detailed on the design portion of new things versus fixing old things. Does that make sense? Okay. Oops. Okay. And yeah, I added all these like do not merge things because I just spun up way too much work and got too excited. So then fork PR permissions, added condition skip. For fork PRs, GitHub token can't write comments to external PRs. Oh, okay, gotcha. Can we update the PR description? To include the code coverage? Yeah, OpenCode does a good job pulling those deals. It'll have 5-6 questions before it executes. Yeah, I mean, that's part of Steve Yeagy's thing here is there's like these formulas where you kind of define the process an agent goes through. So like you have like standard processes for like, okay, I want for each convoy I sling, I want the agent to go through a design phase, implementation phase, review phase, test phase, and submit phase. So like this is one example. Like we can have multiple, like he made this like an abstraction. So you can like define whatever these processes are for your convoys. I'd like to get Claude Code to interview me using your questions tool and do not stop it. Yeah, I've seen that tip before. The keep asking me questions. That's definitely a good like pattern. It shouldn't have to like guess about anything. So yeah, definitely a good good thing you guys are doing. Okay. Oh no, but can we update the PR description automatically with the CI? Do we have permissions for that? And yeah, here I'm just, it's stuck on using the mayor, but I'll, whatever. Definitely gonna try gas. And I was just seeing this keep drawing. Oh yeah, like yeah, this whole article has all these little. It's all like steampunk, and these are polecats technically, apparently, which are the little workers. So yeah, it's definitely a we're in steampunk land. All right. Current implementation I can modify to update instead of or in addition to comment here. For internal PRs only. Okay, so is the issue that it can't post the PR comment or modify anything on fork PRs? Question mark. Oh, some fork limitation applies. Okay, gotcha. Yes, for the CI workflow cannot post comments. The GitHub security, the GitHub type workflow from fork here is potentially read only. Okay, gotcha. Let's put a damper on my plans here. Separate workflow after the fork PR workflow completes. No. Let's see. Uploads artifact instead. Oh, okay. Where's the artifact? where does the artifact get uploaded? It's uploaded to GitHub Action itself. Server workflow run on the repository. Checks tab. Click the workflow run. Go to Actions tab. Scroll to. Oh, here we go. Oh, okay. Oh, and it's okay. So I have to download it and like. I see. Well, because we have tests and then integrations tests. Integration tests. So. I guess, yeah, what we can do is let's add a separate workflow stage that runs after all tests that gathers the code coverage and uploads it as an artifact. So yeah, I'm currently not using Gastown to its fullest extent. I went a little bit too crazy on it yesterday. Like I made a bunch of PRs and got too excited, and I was like, I'm embarrassed afterwards. I was like, do not merge all these. So yeah. Can this run after tests and integration test stages? But yeah, I think with regards to vibe coding, you kind of, yes, you have to know how things go, and that's part of the experience part. So like for me, I didn't know how how building a dashboard usually goes, right? So I mine like totally sucks and is going to be deprecated in favor of this dude's, and that's totally fine, right? Like this is freaking great, exactly what I want. Versus like with CI, GitHub Action stuff, I know what I'm doing a little bit better here, and I, even though I haven't like really worked on like fork pipelines and whatnot, but that's like kind of, yeah, exactly. So I'm trying to gather all the test coverage. So there's like 2 stages there with tests and integration tests. Yeah, separate job to process coverage after all tests complete. So just super easy thing. Yeah, exactly. Now the flow is, yeah, cool. Super easy thing to do that I can contribute, that I know that's going to be relatively straightforward and useful, because yeah, right now we have code coverage 15% in total. So our like we need to get these numbers up. Like So code coverage, if you're not familiar, is when tests run, they hit lines. They execute certain lines of the application code. So why does my eye look red? Well, I guess I've been picking at it or whatever. So sorry. I don't know. It's early. I've been poking my eye, but anyways, the so code coverage, you run these tests, you run your automated tests, and it's going to exercise certain lines of code as it runs those tests. So we keep track of that, and then we keep track of those lines, and then we can kind of gather those at the end and say, hey, we have 15% coverage, and after all of these tests. So the goal isn't necessarily 100% coverage, because there's going to be certain cases where you just can't exercise them in a normal kind of test setting, or it wouldn't really be a worthwhile test anyway. Like a good coverage metric to aim for is like 80%. Let's see, all CI checks pass, is always uploaded regardless of fork, so coverage is always accessible from. Okay. Okay. Please get rid of this part. And see how I'm like I don't have to modify any files myself. It outputs like, oh, hey, this is what we're doing. And I'm like, oh, it's telling me what it's outputting here. And I'm like, oh, this thing is wrong. I don't want it to do that. I want it to only upload code coverage report, and depends on tests and integration. So I haven't written any lines of code here. I'm just describing in English what inputs and what outputs I want. Wait, you wanted both? By moving it to the test drive, no longer. Let me restore the separate job. Sorry, keep it clean. Okay. Chat, where are we tuning in from? We had a bunch of Europeans yesterday. Current state coverage not generated in the test job. Yeah. Oh, okay. So. Okay, so misunderstood. I want to maintain this behavior. But yeah, Gastown is good for, I think, what I'm finding. Working on Gastown in a team setting where, like, since I'm using Gastown on Gastown, it enabled me to do a bunch of work, but then like it's stopped by like code review and all that kind of stuff. So on stuff that you own, it's probably much better. Like if it's your personal project, you can go super fast. Like I was using it on, I have what you call it. This is my project that I'll get back to since whatever. I really want to make Gastown work really well and be my tool of choice. So like I'm working on that versus this. I basically want to turn Git commits into social media posts because like ultimately with vibe coding, cost of development is going to zero, right? So what's going to matter is distribution. So how do you get distribution? You make content. How do you, like, developers don't like making content. I don't particularly like, I like talking. I like expressing myself, but the process of making content is time consuming and like takes a lot of work, right? So I want to kind of automate something by like taking my work and making content out of it. I know it's AI slop, whatever, but I think AI slop is just the term for AI that isn't refined enough yet. We haven't processed it enough yet, so that it's valuable. So like people, I don't know, for I know it's right wing coded or whatever, but like crude oil, like we take a natural resource out of the ground and where did my PR go? Co-coverage, yeah. We take a natural resource out of the ground. We don't just stick the oil in our cars, right? We don't stick that, like we have to process it. We have to refine it. That's kind of like this whole Gastown thing. The theme of this is that we take this natural resource out of the ground, gas or whatever, oil, and we refine it into gas. So slop is the AI equivalent of unrefined ore or unrefined oil. And then we refine it, and then it's valuable. Amazing for the videos. Really amazing. See how you're using Gastown. Is there a production roadmap for Gastown? No. I'm just a guy on the internet. I'm not Steve. So, and I haven't talked to Steve at all or anything like that. Like, I don't know. He just either approves my PRs or tells me to like park it or whatever, right? So I don't know. I'm not a representative. I'm just an open source contributor. So, okay, PR description uploaded with drop flow diagram coverage table. Okay, cool. CR job flow. Uploads coverage, comments, PR. Okay. Cool. Please update title of this PR ready for review. All right, let's review our review. Adds code coverage. New job runs after tests and integration. Post markdown table. Fork PRs, uploads artifact only. No raw access for comments. All packages. Click to expand. Oh, okay. Test plan. Okay. yeah, I don't have like a label or anything that I can mark this as like ready for review or whatever. So anyways, okay, cool. So I'll yeah, CI coverage report. Yep, that's that new step that I just added. And it uploads the coverage report. And okay, yeah, there. And then where's the artifact summary? Coverage report. Where's the artifact get uploaded again? Delays run. Oh, artifacts. Okay, gotcha. Okay, summary. Okay, it's at the bottom here. Do we need to upload coverage data? Yes, it's required past data between jobs. Okay, gotcha. All right, makes sense. So there are different runners, artifacts on the way. Okay, gotcha. Coverage data, coverage report. Okay, that's fine. Cool. All right, let's do that. Hooray, this is like a contribution that I am certain I'll eat my words. Like, just watch, like, it's fucking denied, closed, and yeah, and then I'm all sad. But okay, cool. So I'm like, this is like a totally screwed up instance of Gastown that I've been working on. Let me just go back to my good one. And so, because like yesterday I had this bright idea of like, oh, let me make a beginner's tutorial. And then like, I didn't properly shut down my previous instance of Gastown, and I like started a new one, and things started like whatever conflicting and being all messed up. So I'm just gonna like completely shut down this one and then go back to my working previous my first one. Here is town, shut down. Yes. All right, chat. I gotta go at 5 a.m. in like 30 minutes. So, yeah, I don't know. Ask me any questions. Ask me anything. Down. these guys don't start. Update yourself with the latest Gastown. I'm thinking about working on this one next because at work I'm limited by my Claude usage. So, but we also have Cursor, so I want to, add Cursor agent support, and make this apparently there's other agents, support for other agents. Let's see, view file. Blame. So who added all these other, add multi-agent, Rawworks. Cool. Yeah, Claude, Gemini, Codex. So I want to add Cursor. Because I think the future is like using all these agents together. Because what big agent doesn't want to tell you is that they work really well together. All these companies, all these frontier companies, they want all of your tokens. They want you to spend all your money, all the budget you or your company has allocated for AI just with them, right? Like that's their game theory, right? They're jealous, right? They not greedy, but like that's the point, right? Is to make money. They want to capture all of your tokens, all your money for those tokens. But it works, these agents work really well together because all of them have different perspectives. They're literally like, we anthropomorphize them to people, but like they are different perspectives. Like they are different developers who were trained differently. It's like they went to different schools or something like that. I wear my Cal Poly sweatshirt or t-shirt. I don't know. That's just my uniform because I don't know. I just feel like representing. So like all these agents. You can't even see that. All right, sorry. I need to figure out like this web view thing because that's okay. Yeah, now you can see that. So yeah, Agent Claude Code, Gemini CLI. So all these, we want to get make sure we use all these effectively. And the idea, I want to try to add formulas to have multi-agent review. So if whatever is available on your system, you use that to review either the beats or review the the beats plans or review PRs. Okay. Okay, cool. So updated Gastown to 0.21. Okay. So let's Please sling manual testing of I'm interested in seeing how well it works in a convoy. Oh shoot, 22 people here. How's it going, chat? Where are you guys from? Where are you guys tuning in from? I gotta go in 20 minutes though. Legacy Davis. Okay. Yeah, that's the main thing is like sometimes these agents like have to try and fail at beads like a lot. So if the main thing is like smoothing this out. I think this is like one of the main issues. Because it's spending a lot of time just trying to figure out how to use beads. Have prefix conflicts with town beads. Yeah. Okay, so slinging that work to Furiosa. Oh, it's not yet. Furiosa isn't spun up yet. Or it's gonna little slot. Fail to resolve bead. No issue. Polecat roll. Polecat's max. Why don't I see these? Please don't tell me that Gastown, my other Gastown status, is seeing these. Beads and gas. I appreciate the public building. I mean, I'm not even building. Like I'm not a like I'm a humble, I don't know, mild contributor. Like I'm not a, I don't know. I'm not the guy. I'm I don't know. I've just made a couple of like little most of my issues I've closed myself. Like I've just given up on the PR, but let's see. Merged. Yeah, I only have a handful of like whatever accepted code. Like I'm definitely I'm still trying to get my head around this. Push the boundaries, go faster. AI is about acceleration. Please ask Cloud how to go faster. Dump solutions. They're not hitting it for you now. And well, I did that yesterday, and the kind of the barrier for oops, I minimized that. Like going fast is good for your own projects. Spend time assessing through your audience wants you to succeed. Yes, I sense some irony in here, but or some smugness. But yeah, no, I had, you know, I opened up. I wrote a bunch of code yesterday that I can't even review to see if like is good for myself. Like, so I'm scaling it back down. So I think there's like a pattern to this where you'll fan out, you'll do a bunch of work, and then you have to like condense it. Like it's expansion, contraction. So for like your own personal projects where you have merge rights, yeah, like we can just freaking go for it. And I did that on my other project. Yeah, here I have 133 PRs on my other project. Like I didn't manually open up all those PRs, right? And I don't know. You can go to roxas.ai and it doesn't work. Like you like don't sign up. Like it's not worth it right now. But yeah, I don't know. I didn't manually open all those PRs, right? Like the speed is good. Yeah, when you're rapidly iterating and you have control over when you merge, but now that I'm kind of working in a team setting, no irony, my friend. I would chat more. I can't in this chat. I agree with your pattern. Yes, on fan out. Okay. Convoy complete. Cursor preset correctly defined. Get cursor, all units has pass. Bug found. It's hard coded. Claude Gemini at least 4 locations. Missing cursor. At cursor. Yeah, let's refactor to putting all of these agent strings in one place. I mean, I'm not like the art is in framing the project, sir, is about mechanisms that allow you to forge and define future work. Yep. Yeah, totally. Like when you completely own something, then yeah, you can go as fast as you want. And defining the guardrails, like I talk about guardrails a lot, and there's various levels of guardrails. There's the Git level guardrail of just like, hey, do you or GitHub like branch protection, right? Like don't let the agents to push directly to main, right? Like have a PR mechanism, okay? Force a PR mechanism, all right? Then within that PR, have your different layers of tests, your unit tests, integration tests, functional tests, your linting, all these checks that like automatically get run each time for every change, so that you have confidence in whatever code that gets merged in to your main project, right? And then even within the work of the agents themselves, like what we're doing with like formulas provide a way for you to scribe and compose pretty much all knowledge work. He's setting up a marketplace. So we kind of have these stages, basically, for the, like, these are the guardrails for agents to, for agent instructions. Like, these are kind of what we want our, like, convoys of work to do. We want the work to go, like, this is one example, but like we tell every agent, hey, I want you to design it, implement it, review, test, and submit. That's like an example, but this is like expandable or like composable, or like we don't have to stick with this. We can define, hey, we want to review. I use beads to huge accelerate but not gas down because limiting the barrier to software delivery is now lowered. You can go faster. Spectre development with beads to provide hundreds. Watching someone navigate it to me is the shipping code. Observing at times is more valuable than the code itself. Yeah. Yep, totally. Like that. And I don't know. I've only looked at this, like, I've only had this the same amount of time that you guys have, right? I've just put more hours in trying to understand this, and I don't, and I still don't fully understand everything. Okay, cool. So we're over here. We applied. So basically we reused this Claude Gemini Codex thing in multiple places, and we just kind of made it dry. And dynamic shows a feature agent will appear everywhere. Tasks can be executed in order. Sorry about the pauses. All right. I use beads to huge acceleration. I guess because limiting the barrier is now lowered. You can go faster. Use Spectre development with beads to provide hundreds of tasks that can be executed in order. Yep, creates a workable application delivering workable solutions. Sorry about the pause. Yeah. I freaking love beads too. Like, I think there's something to Steve Yagi talks about this in, I didn't know this YouTube video existed. Yagi, or not this one, but it was a recent one. I forget which one it was. I'll have to figure. I'll find it, and I don't know. Anyways, I'll find it, and because it's on my other YouTube account. Yeah, I think I watched it on my personal YouTube. Basically, it's him saying that agents, like, we're going to be thinking about agent UX design, and that's how he's been designing Gastown. Yeah, that's how he designed beads. Is that how do agents interact with these systems, and kind of getting them down to how well does an agent grok the usage. Face orange biting nails. I don't know what this is. Face orange biting nails. Oh. um. Actually, well, yeah, I've got 5 minutes left, so I can't stick around for too much longer. Um, this is all right. This is the point in the show where I say, hey, if you want more like long form stuff, um, go ahead, sign up for the newsletter. Um, it's where I post about. I'm gonna try to post weekly. Post like send on the weekends. You can see like my latest post was on Gastown and kind of my first 10 hours with it. So yeah, just sign up for the newsletter. That's kind of the best way to stay connected. I'm going to try to stream Monday, Wednesday. Today was kind of a bonus day because I woke up early. And on the weekends, Saturday, Sunday, like Monday, Wednesday, Saturday, Sunday, that's kind of going to be my schedule. But yeah, where was I going? Oh yeah. So how agents interact with kind of binaries essentially. And so beads is like a well-designed one, or there are certain issues like we see like certain times where it kind of screws up, but then there's other times where it just works great, where it's like butter. So I think agents need to what time zone time start your streams. I'm on Pacific, so I want a talk channel. This is slow torture. There are too many offerings for orchestration and judge, AutoCloud, Tracer, Automaker. The investment for users should be shallow. Yeah. I don't know what a talk channel. There are too many offerings for. Is this worth it though? Principal editor. This AI stuff. Agree that saw this today. Is this worth it? To be honest, I mean, some kind of agent orchestration is worth it. I think so. Like this dude, the main thing that I wanted to show, like this guy. This is not my contribution, but I was trying to do a dashboard yesterday, but then this guy came in and like freaking unloaded. And I think the future is going to be, how do we manage agents, many agents on our local machines doing work for us? And I think Gastown is he's like, Yegi was like, oh, it's Kubernetes for agents. This Gastown, not some orchestration. Okay. Yes. I don't know. I like Steve Yegi. I think it's worth it. I haven't tried any other orchestration, so that's where my opinion is like, all right, this is the first orchestration I've tried. Seems pretty good. I don't know. But yeah. I like the post yesterday about agent management as gaming type interface similar to AoE. Yeah. Oh yeah. This is all like gaming. This is all like we're kind of hacking ourselves to want to work more, basically, with this, like, in this GUI, this dude who actually knows front end. This looks great. Gastown, for me, you kind of have to, for any of these tools. So here's how we. Oh no. Sorry, that was my alarm. Blew up my account yesterday. 61 agents running simultaneously. My fault for not adding limits. Okay, cool. So how I got to Steve Yegi is the vibe coding book. I know Gene Kim because I'm a DevOps guy. Gene Kim's like a DevOps god. And then I was like, all right, he's writing a book with this guy. So I was like, all right, he must be legit. Turns out he is pretty legit. So I'm more like, I'm not trying to like hero worship or whatever here, but I would say Steve Yegi has been vibe coding more than the rest of us, and he understands this stuff to a degree that we don't, or like the average person doesn't. So I'm just trusting his framework. Like that's why I'm kind of studying this and like focusing on this. I'm sure there's definitely is other agent orchestration frameworks out there. I don't know how they work. I haven't spent any time in them, but I like beads, and beads is kind of like I don't know, seems to work well. There's going to be, because the cost of development is, oh, sure. Yeah, vibe coding. I'll post a link. Vibe code book. I'll post the link here. But yeah, somebody asked about time stream that I would usually stream in the mornings for like on Monday, Wednesday, Saturday, Sunday, probably like 5 a.m. I don't want to like commit to that time because I just want to still just wake up whenever I wake up and just start working. And yes, the book was vibe coded. So yeah, that's fun fact. But it's still good. Like it still covers a lot of things in an entertaining way, and it kind of comes from somebody who has done this like way more than the rest of us. One more plug. Please sign up for my newsletter if you want more kind of in-depth content about this. I'm about to log off, but this is where I'm gonna like post. I'll write on Fridays, and then kind of send the newsletter out on the weekends, just about kind of my experiences. He wrote a book. That's him. He's very smart. We are seeing so many smart people pop up, do comparisons, ease of adoption, and speed of solution. Please be a filter for us. Yeah. Maybe I'll try other agent orchestration frameworks and see what the differences are. Definitely, I'm starting on Gastown because I like Yegi and kind of trust his judgment on this thing. But yeah, that's kind of like, that's where I'm starting. But then yeah, over time, yeah, like you mentioned all these different other orchestration tools. So like I have, there's Vibe Kanban, AutoClaude, AutoMaker, Tracer, Tracer. Yeah. So yeah, because the cost of development has gone down, like we're going to get a bunch of different competitors. And if you can't make it work in 2 hours, what are we doing, sir? I log on, you log off. Yep, exactly. Yeah, if we can't make it work in 2 hours. But I do think that there's a skill. So I think that's one thing. So I really need to go in like 2 minutes. But to end on this, I think people tool hop too often. I think you need to stick with things because it's a skill. Like that's going to be my like platform, is like whatever tools we use, we need to put time into and develop skills around. 'Cause that's all of learning versus like if I don't know, you do something that, okay, so you try a new programming language. You're 2 hours in and it's not working for you. Do you give up on it? Like, do you try to learn Rust, or you try to learn whatever, Golang, or, and you're like, oh man, this is too hard. Like, why can't we just do this? Why can't it just work? It's like, well, like, I feel like we have to put in time, because like other people put in way more hours, right, into Golang and Rust, and like they prove that it's worth it to learn these things. So I feel like people like chase the latest tool, hoping that it's gonna be some like revelation, and it's some like whatever, your unveiling of the eyes of like, oh my god, it's perfect. It's like, no, like we need to see, you messed up if you try to learn Rust. Yeah, exactly. I haven't tried to learn Rust, but yeah, okay, cool. Yeah, no, it's a, yeah. These tools, you need to develop skills around them. You need to learn how they work. And people are just impatient and don't want to put in the time to like really like sit with a tool and really like feel the edge cases, feel how it works. Like I advocate for using just like one agent at first. Like have a daily driver agent that you kind of know. Like if you're not using agent orchestration, or you're just using like bare Claude or bare Codex or Cursor or whatever, like just stick with one, learn how it works, learn how it like reacts to you, and then you can like understand, you get the feel of it. Like you're driving a car, you get the feel of the car. You understand how it handles, and then you can start playing around with other agents once you really get the feel of these. Anyways, cool. Thanks all for tuning in. I hate to leave 17 people on chat, but I teach jiu-jitsu Tuesday, Thursday mornings. So that's, yeah, no, that's why I need to go. So anyways, thank you all for tuning in. I will see you tomorrow.